Hello and welcome to oh hello and welcome to Transformation Thursdays. How's everybody doing? We're gonna give it a minute or so to let people jump on, and we'll just get going. All right, so as you know, I've begun to do twice a week. I've begun to do Moxie Mondays and Transformation Thursdays, partially to promote my book, but just to engage in some of that material. So I might ask you the question, what does it mean for you to transform? What is it? What's happening? What's happening within us? I asked the question, and the prompt is, what's awakening inside of you that is calling you forward? As you know, I talk about death and dying and grief and loss and trauma, and all of that inside of us is calling us. There's something inside of us. As you may know, my book is called Moxie, A Hospice Chaplain's Journey Through Grief. And in my book, I talk a lot about the spiritual transformation of grief. It is not an easy journey. It is painful. It is confusing. It's complex. There are many complexities within the grief journey because we are in relationship. When we're in relationship, things are complex. We have emotions. We have different dynamics within relationships. We have to look at what worked in a relationship and what didn't. Or if it's not, that's what I address when it's after a death. But think about it in your life today. What's working? What is working in those relationships? How are you getting along with people? Because what is uncomfortable within us is the material, as one of my professors said years ago in spiritual psychology, it's the grist for the mill. It's the stuff that propels us forward. And in this journey of Moxie, I'm going to keep saying it because it's precious to me that my mom would say, you got Moxie. What does that mean? I've got courage. I'm bold. I've got a fiery spirit. But I got to tell you, amidst our pain, amidst my grief, I didn't know where that was. And so my journey has been for myself, but also with many others, of how do we find that energy again? How do we get reignited inside of ourselves? How do we wake up? And part of that awakening is it's listening. Maybe it's putting your hand on your heart, closing your eyes and going inward and seeing what it is that's being awakened inside of you, that's calling you to go forward. You know, I was just out on a walk and I was looking at all the trees, and you know, I don't like to really go out when it's cold, but I needed to move my body. I needed to move the energy, and I love the trees, and I'm looking at all the different types of trees and all the different nooks and crannies and crevices within a tree. Some have moss, some don't. The different flowers, since we had this little touch of spring and these flowers are coming up. What does it take for those transformations to happen? What does it take for a tree to grow? What does it take for the flowers to first sprout, then get a little stem, and then grow a little taller, and then to begin to have a bud, and then to blossom into a flower? It takes time. It takes patience. It takes nurturing. And the same is true for us. Our souls need nurturing, our whole being. And so for us to listen to what's going on, This is part of the creative journey for me, for Moxie, because it was not my intention to write a book, not at all. But something called on me. And I thought, okay, well, my mom was definitely speaking to me. God was speaking to me. And the energy inside me. And it came a point where the pain was greater to stay hidden. Pain was greater staying hidden than it was for me to go forward. And in order for me to move through the pain, I needed to keep taking the next indicated step. And I want to call your attention to the butterfly, right? The butterfly isn't just a butterfly automatically, right? The caterpillar, starts out, inching along, right? And then it has this big cocoon, and it's like a hibernation, really, and it's hidden, and then this caterpillar has to stretch and move and wrestle and squeeze through to be birthed as a butterfly. And then it takes a little bit for the wings to shatter, shake, and then it can fly, right? And it comes in all different colors, right? And this is how we have to go through too. The journey of transformation it takes wrestling. We're supposed to wrestle. We're supposed to work with that inner material, the tough stuff, in order to transform. But it's well worth it. So I want to invite you to come to the first real exclusive interview about my book tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific time. And I'm hoping that George, my great assistant, will post that link for Eventbrite. You can use the code MAGICAL to come for free. And that is an exclusive interview, my first. That's called The Fire That Ignited Through Grief. As well as we're going to post the links, current links for pre-ordering my book. And also we'll post, you are also invited, if you choose to be in the Moxie book launch team, where you'll need to pre-order the book, and then I will send you the raw manuscript. You have to send me your email. And that way, if you're so called, that part of that journey will be to post an Amazon and Goodreads review on the day it launches on April 26th, which would be totally awesome. If that calls to you, we will post those links as well. And for today, be with yourself. Put your hand on your heart. Connect with your inner spirit that is talking to you. Your heart, your soul, that says, it's time for me to grow, to step forward just one little inch, one little step forward. And that's how we grow. All right. Take care. Have a beautiful day. And thanks for coming to Transformation Thursdays. See you next time.